All right, guys, welcome back to another interview with Native MMA Radio. This time we have Brendan Berry, who's going to be competing in combat sports coverage, Las Vegas submission-only grappling event. He's at the 175-pound purple belt match against Alex Assad. How you doing today, Brendan?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Doing very, very well. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. How did you get hooked up with combat sports coverage, to get this great super fight?
Yeah, so I got hooked up with them because one of my best friends and training partners, Manny Vasquez, he's a black belt under Omar Ocasio out of 10th Planet Lombard. He messaged Combat Sports Coverage looking for a fight for himself, me, and then another one of our teammates, and they were able to hook me up with one. And Manny wasn't able to get on one, but he's going to fly out there with me and corner me, so it'll be a good time.
Perfect, man. Vegas, have you ever competed out here in Vegas?
I've never even been to Vegas, so
never been to Vegas.
I guess, all right, so I flew in, but into Vegas, got picked up, and drove straight to Utah. So that was about 2 hours in Vegas, but mainly in a car.
Utah's a little different than Vegas.
Just a little bit, from what I've heard.
Yeah, right now, shoot. Well, hopefully by then it's not as hot, but right now it's like 120.
Yeah, it's like 70 degrees here.
It's a dry heat, though. It's not that bad. No humidity.
All right.
Tell me a little bit about your style, man. How do you plan on, getting this victory against Alex?
Yeah, so I'm gonna I've looked up him, I've heard things about him, and I'm gonna stick to like what I do best. I'm a pretty heavy wrestling based jiu-jitsu. So I wrestled for 6 years, just from middle school through high school, and I came from a good wrestling program here at Grand Ledge, and then going to 10th Planet, where I started off. Like I said, I got connected with Manny. Manny's a heavy wrestler also, so I'm heavy on the head, heavy on the neck. I'm looking for those chokes. But being under the 10th Planet system, like I started getting introduced into leg locks, and I know Alex is a good leg locker, so I'm excited to kind of see where that game goes. And so I'll be able to defend where I need to, counter when I need to. But main plan is to be heavy on the head, heavy on the neck.
Now, you said you were from 10th Planet, so most of those guys are usually in no gi, but do you ever get the traditional style and put on a gi?
So every once in a while. So I started off at 10th Planet, which was all no gi. I really liked that. And then, so I was in Illinois for college. I'm from Michigan originally, so I moved to Illinois just for my 4 years. And then once COVID hit, I moved back to Michigan, and then I started training at Magic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, where they do both gi and no gi. So I'll put the gi on with these guys and roll around a bit, but I'm predominantly in no gi. I instruct our no gi classes here, so very rarely, but I'll throw it on every once in a while.
You said you've had a lot of different teachers. Being able to pull from each and every one of those guys, how's that really helped your game evolve?
Tremendously. Each different coach and training partner I've had, all have their different unique styles. Right now, my style is mimicking my main training partner and coach, William Vincent. He's a black belt here under Matt Linzemer here at Magic Jiu-Jitsu. He's heavy wrestler, but he's also kind of funky. Like he's not afraid to fight off his back. He'll sweep you. He'll go leg locks. He's also super aggressive, which is what I've tried to mimic a lot of. So I've got that. Train with Ronaldo Candido. He's very technical with everything he does. Everything's super tight. I trained with him last night, and we just got talking about what I need to do to defend against Alex's leg attacks, and how to really just be able to control the game where I want it to go, and be in dominant position the whole time. So each of these guys that I'm working with have their different insights and are really helping me grow as a grappler.
Now, do you have any other matchups lined up, maybe before or after combat sports coverage?
So I just had one last month, I think, in Ohio with QC Grappling. It was a Queen City Grappling. They're a great crew down there. So I went down there and did a tournament. I did the 185 and below purple belt tournament. It was a great competition. I ended up taking third there, who I lost to a really solid wrestler. Jimmy Sandstone, I think is the last name. That's his name on Instagram. He's a great fighter, great wrestler, D2 college wrestler. So I had a great match against him. Ended up being by points, so it's that points game that'll get you sometimes. But then I have an application out for a fight in October down in Florida, so Orlando. So
Oh, nice, nice.
so I'm waiting to hear back from them, and I'm looking to get on some big cards. And there's one out in Maryland that I might apply to also. So anytime I can get my name out there, anytime I can get on any of these super fights or cash tournaments, I'd love to.
Now, you talked about in your last comp you got pointed out. Do you prefer this submission-only grappling style that we have here at Combat Sports Coverage?
Yeah, no, I enjoy the submission only because I mean that's the name, that's a whole point of the sport. It's like,
right.
I guess we can go for 30 minutes and someone finally gets submitted, like that's how the fight will end. Like it's I really like the submission only aspects because I mean that's the real world translation to it. So but I had another one before this back in, it was March of Submission Hunter Pro. Again, that was a sub only, and they don't even like if there's no submission, it's a draw. We're not going overtime. We're not doing this. So you need to get a submission in the regulation. So I really like that. It keeps the pace high. I hate when I like guys that engage. So anytime that people are dancing around or just going slow or stalling because they got 2 points, it doesn't make an exciting match. And again, like watching Alex's game, like I know he likes to engage, he likes to get after it. So I think we were going to put on a good show.
Oh, that's perfect, man. You guys got 6 minutes to do your thing. No overtime, so there definitely, if you guys do hit that 6 minute mark, there will be a draw. But I like this type of format because you don't get people who are just like you said earlier, just going to stall you out after they got 2 points or hold on to you and just play that type of game. I prefer, watch. I'm pretty sure everyone else does too. They prefer watching this. It's more of like a go for the kill 24/7.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You also said you competed at 175 pounds last time. This is going to be, or sorry, 185 pounds. This is going to be at 175 pounds. Do you feel better at this weight?
Yeah, so it was 185 and below, so I think I came in at 180. Yeah, I feel great at 170, 175. I mainly competed at the 170 weight, but I wanted to get put on some strength, so I started lifting heavier and take my getting back into the fitness world and actually being able to make myself the best athlete possible. So I'm focused on putting on some muscle. It put me up. I knew that was going to put some weight on me, make my cut to 170 a little more difficult. So I feel really comfortable at the 170 to 175 range. I know, like strength wise, there like a lot of guys there when I get down to that weight, it's I feel very comfortable with my strength compared to most other 175ers. So I feel good there. I feel fast. I feel quick. So I definitely say that's the right weight for me.
Now, what's kind of like your weekly routine involving jiu-jitsu and weightlifting, obviously?
Yeah. So right now, I do jiu-jitsu about 3 times a week, but they're always like super intense. So I coach on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then we go live afterwards. Will comes in with me most often, so we can get some hard rolls in against a guy who just is leaps and bounds beyond where I'm at. So it kind of pushes the pace on me. Starting to look for entries that I normally wouldn't see. And then on Thursdays, I go to Mercy Lago MMA. They're a great crew over there. They got some awesome fighters. And Ronaldo Candido comes over and coaches us there. And he puts on an intense class. I mean, he knows what it takes to win. So he wants to make winners. And so I'll train hard there, very intensive cardio. And then lifting wise, I'm lifting about 4 days a week. My splits normally goes upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. Again, very intensive, focus on being athletic and explosive, getting strong. So, and then I throw in cardio, sprints, and distance run here and there.
Nice, nice. Right now we're about about say a month out. How are you starting to prepare to get in the mindset to go against Alex?
I mean, it's not changing specifically for Alex. I mean, it's been great. Like I've competed all my life in different sports. I mean, I played football in college for a year, and then so I'm used to competing. But when I competed when I was younger, it would always be like, I don't want to lose. Like, all right, what's going to happen if you lose? And like that crosses your mind a lot. And now it's, I'm really confident in my abilities. And this, like, every time I think about the match, it's my hands getting raised. Hands getting raised and arms are out looking at the crowd. Like it's always a good feeling thinking about how the outcome is going to go. So it's keeping that mindset, being confident in myself, being confident in my coaches that they're teaching me the right things that I need to go forward and be successful as a grappler and be successful as a teammate and representing my schools.
So when you're off the mats, what does Brendan do?
Well, right now, so I've got a full-time job now. I'm an adult, I guess. So I'm a business analyst at Auto Owners Insurance. That takes up a lot of my time. Other than that, like I've always been focused on like I really just enjoy training, so I like to do hard things. So I'm either at the gym, on the mats, or I'm working, or I. But for leisure stuff, I'll go hiking. Like we just went down to Tennessee 2 weeks ago. We got back that week, and we headed up to the top of the UP. So we like going on trips and like getting outside and really enjoying all the nice weather we have here in Michigan. Everything else that has to offer. My buddy's back from Afghanistan, so we're gonna go kayaking with him tomorrow. So that's kind of what it is. Hanging out with my dogs and all that goodness.
How many dogs you got?
We've got two dogs right now. We've got 5 horses out back, and I think we've got 4 cats right now. So it's a wild place here sometimes.
Got a little bit of a farm going on.
A little bit, yeah.
Now, are you obviously you're not in like the city of Michigan, so where you're like on the outskirts or what?
So I'm technically I'm in Lansing, but it's a smaller area of Waukusta. So you got the mitten. I'm smack dab in the middle.
Nice. For you, man, obviously competing in Vegas, is that something that you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean it's I didn't really think about it like until combat sports coverage kind of like said like, hey, we got this, and but then like thinking about it, and I was thinking about like, man, all the awesome fights happen in Vegas, like that's where the go-to is, and so no, this opportunity is incredible. I am super grateful for it, but anytime I get to compete, I love to. So anytime, especially if it involves traveling, like my girlfriend comes with me on all of our trips. We love to travel, so it's like, hey, we got another trip, let's go. And so anytime I can travel and compete, have fun, and again, get my name out there and get my team's flags out there, I'd love to.
It's almost like a double whammy. You get to go enjoy a nice vacation with your old lady, and then plus you get to do some strangling.
Exactly.
Playful strangling, that is. That's the thing. I was talking to somebody yesterday about it. It's like we go after each other for 6 minutes trying to kill each other, but as soon as we're done, we're friends.
Exactly.
Welcome to jiu-jitsu.
Exactly. That's what's so cool about the sport. When I was in for the Submission Hunter Pro, I was in the locker room with all the other fighters, and everyone was super chill, and we were all hanging out, talking. I mean, like it was red corners over here, blue corners in another locker room, and this guy started talking. He goes, "Man, I like this so much better than MMA." He goes, "I don't have to. We're not getting stressing out about getting punched in the face. Like we can all hang out, have a good time, go out, have fun, and then shake hands afterwards." So, no, you're exactly right. We're doing it in a playful way, but we're still going to get after it.
Exactly. Do you have any aspirations to do MMA, or is it just strictly grappling at this point?
I'm going to stick with strictly grappling. I'll spar with some guys every once in a while if they need a guy to fill in, especially for a grappling perspective. I played, like I said, I played football. I wrestled through high school. Way too many concussions to get hit in the head anymore. It's not necessarily worth it with the aspirations I want later on in life with career paths. I don't want to take the chance of having, you have concussions to drop me out of the pool. So I'm sticking with strictly grappling. I'll mess around with Muay Thai every once in a while and kickboxing because I do enjoy the art. But other than that, I'm grappling is kind of where my heart's at.
Outside of a couple hard sparring rounds, you're not doing it.
Exactly.
It makes sense because especially nowadays, in the last 4 or 5 years, you've seen a lot of guys just be able to make a ton of money just straight grappling.
Exactly. It's been awesome to see the sport grow. I was just talking about how kind of fast this exploded. We have a coach here. His name's Robert Verdell, and he's we call him an encyclopedia of grappling. I was talking to him. And he's like, I've watched every single MMA event for the past 20 years. He goes, and I'm not kidding. Like he's worked with high level UFC guys. He just knows everything from catch wrestling to judo to jiu-jitsu, everything. So I was talking to him about how fast the sport's blown up in the past few years and what it's going to be like for the generation even after me.
Right. Yeah.
How there is so many kids already in the sport, like how great they're going to be when they're older. Like it's going to be awesome to see.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, jiu-jitsu wise?
Jiu-jitsu, I'd like to be continuously competing on a big scale. I like to keep it growing. From the in 5 years, I'm hoping to rank up even more. Whatever, I guess to what level is going to be up to my coaches, but I've made a pretty quick progression so far. Like I've only been doing jiu-jitsu for it'll be 3 years in October, but counting COVID time, like 'cause I had to take quite a bit of time off because of COVID. Like all of our gyms shut down around here, and there wasn't much underground stuff for a while. So I've only been doing jiu-jitsu for a short time, and being able to have my purple belt and compete against these high-level guys, being able to compete against like when I'm doing the local circuits against the browns and blacks around here, I feel good. I like to be able to keep doing that and really get my name out there. Like I said, get my team's flag out there and hopefully start. Like obviously, end goal is to have my own gym. That would be kind of like way down the line, but we'll see how that goes. I think that's one of my biggest aspirations is having a gym where I can cultivate community and team that I'd like to lead towards success.
No, for sure. And is that going to be in Lansing?
I'm going to see where that takes me. I'm not sure right now. Like I said, whatever career path I take, if the job makes me move, I'll start one there. But I'm definitely not opposed to it. I don't think I would start one here in Lansing because I don't want to step on any toes.
Makes sense.
I have so much respect for Matt and his gym. It's like, you know what? This is your area. I'm going to let you, like, I don't ever want to step on toes like that. There's too much respect for those guys. So I'd probably branch out. There's not much grappling here in like the Lansing area and like so in just like the surrounding area. So for me to even experience different gyms, I have to head up to Grand Rapids or the Detroit area and like the surrounding suburbs. So the eyes are right now looking towards the Grand Rapids if I stay in Michigan, that is.
That's the best part about jiu-jitsu. I mean, you don't need perfect weather. All you need is some mats and a building.
Exactly.
Yeah, like even for us out here, I'm technically in Arizona. I'm like an hour from Vegas, but we don't have AC in our building. So it's like 130 inside there sometimes, and everyone's there in their gi. Like we had like 30 people show up the other day and just ready to roll, excited about it.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I feel that though. The no AC. It's so we have like it's not nearly as hot temperature wise, but
You guys get that humidity though.
Our humidity is what drives us. And we'll walk into the gym and like we just have fans going really in our gym and my no gi class is right after the gi class and I walk in, it's a dang near swamp in there already and it's, windows are all fogged up. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be one of those days. Let's get after it. So.
Right. Those are really what like change people. Like they talk about like the mental aspect of the sport. If you can go through that, you can go through any hard time in a fucking competition match.
No, I totally agree. I mean, so like for me personally, I pull a lot of that from wrestling and like I always enjoyed the hard stuff. Like no matter what it is, I want to do the hard things and that translated into academics for me. It translates into work for me. It translates into training. It's like if it's difficult, like let's go do this. And I've noticed that it's like when I'm running the no-gi classes, I make certain times hard. It's like, hey guys, we need to do this because I work with a lot of cops also. It's like in real life, like or in a competition, you're gonna have a spot where your adrenaline dumps and you need to figure out, all right, I need to either get through this or I can back out now. Mm-hmm. And with the cops I work with, you can't back out now. Like it's time to get after it. Like you got to close distance, do what you need to do. So it's being able to get through that hard nitty gritty aspects, put up with the heat, put up with the nasty pools of sweat that are sitting on the ground. Like you just got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Right. You're just like, let's go over here on this side of the net. Now, you seem like a very loyal guy. You said you have been with 10th Planet for a while. When you come down to Vegas, is that where you plan on training for a couple of days while you're here?
Yeah, I'm hoping to stop in there, especially because that'll be at the end of my weight cut.
Mm.
So I'm not getting in until late on Thursday, so I'm gonna have to see what happens. But yeah, the goal is stopping at 10th Planet Vegas, and heard they got a great crew. One of our guys at Murcielago goes out there and he'll train with them. He's like, dude, they're absolutely phenomenal. So Manny and I will probably stop in there and get some training in, and hopefully get ready and be sharp.
I think it's one of the best things about the 10th Planet School is they're literally everywhere at this point. You can go anywhere and find a 10th Planet gym.
Exactly, and always quality gyms at that. So it's great to see.
No, 100%, man. I know you're on your lunch break. I don't want to take too much more of your time. I've already took enough of it already. Before I let you go, though, I want to give you an opportunity to thank your sponsors, teammates, loved ones, anyone that's really helped you along your jiu-jitsu journey.
Yeah, thanks. So no, I shout out to Magic Jiu Jitsu, 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu, Ronaldo Candido, all the guys there. So Manny Vasquez, Omar Ocasio, William Vincent, Matt Linzimmer, obviously my family for all the support, everything that everyone's taught me, kind of how to succeed, not only in Jiu Jitsu, but also in life. I really appreciate everybody. And thanks for all my friends and family that will watch. Like, I know it's crazy seeing your name and your face up on a little poster that all your friends can
Right.
see. Hey, let's go do it. Like, we're excited to watch. And I've got some friends flying out with us that are coming literally just to watch and go to the event. So it's
Awesome.
love those guys and super thankful for the crew I've got around me, and hopefully be a good outcome from. So, yeah.
Where can the fans find you on social media?
So Instagram is Brendan_Barry26. Twitter, I don't really post on that. So Instagram's probably the best part to find me at. It's where I post all my jiu-jitsu stuff and all my little adventures that we go on trips. So, yeah.
Excellent, man. Well, if they aren't able to make it out to Vegas, there's always the pay-per-view stream that's going to be on combatsportscoverage.com. You can check it out there. There's links to get you where you need to be. Unfortunately, you're going to have to listen to me talk about it the whole time, but you still get to watch Brendan do some things. I'm super excited for your match against Alex, man, and I can't wait to meet you in Vegas.
And I appreciate you taking the time, and they're in good hands with the commentary. So thank you very much, man.
No, for sure. We'll probably do another pre-fight interview right in Vegas after the weigh-ins, obviously, and then get you ready for Saturday night.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool, man. You have a good day.
Yeah, you as well.